Relational algebra is basically a concept. There are so many things for this relational algebra, but we will try to limit with some options so that we can handle it easily. Later on, we will increase the operators and all other informations. First, I like to review the previous class. Many of you has attended the last class. In the last class, we have talked about the introduction of database. There, we have discussed about what is data. Data means any number, any value. And what is database? Database means organized collection of data. Also, we have talked about two words. One is relation, another one is relationship. Basically, relation means a table. Table means a chart. And relationship means among two tables, what is the relation? It could be one to one, one to many, many to many. Today, we'll talk about relational algebra. What is that? We are talking about database. Database means similar types of data we are organizing in structured form. Say, for example, I want to deal with some students' data. And for that, I create a table called student. There are many columns. One column is ID, another one is name, another one is age, address, telephone number, and so on. So if we have a table named student, then many information can be there. Now, if you need only those students who are more than 20 years old, many of you students, some are 18 years old, some 19, some 20, some 21, 22, different years. So if you need a list of names who are aged more than 21 or more than 20, then you need to use a command. That command in general we call SQL, Structured Query Language. So we'll learn SQL after a few classes, but how SQL works, to understand that clearly, we need relational algebra. Many of us have learned set theory in mathematics in junior classes like intermediate level. We have learned uh, set theory where we have learned what is union, what is intersection, what is set difference. Those concepts we'll use in the database, and for that we need to represent in some symbolic way, that is called relational algebra. So what is relational algebra? Relational algebra is not a command. Relational algebra is a part of mathematics which helps us to understand how data are extracted from a database. If I give a query, how data are coming out from a given table, sometimes more than one table. So we will learn the commands. Some will learn the relational algebra expressions, which will give us the idea how data are extracted from the database. So remember, relational algebra is not a command. Relational algebra is expression by which we understand how the database extraction command works, how the structured query language works. We will learn SQL commands. Those are simple. We give the command, we get the result. We can see the output. But for relational algebra, we will not see the output directly. Is it clear? What is relational algebra? Relational algebra is part of mathematics which helps us to understand how data are extracted from a database. First, we are talking about relational algebra. Relational algebra means this is the part of mathematics which helps us to understand how data are extracted from a database. Next, we'll talk about fundamental operations in relational algebra. For relational algebra, in today's class, we will learn few operators. There are 6 operators we are talking about today. Of course, we'll learn some more, but there are basic operators. We will try to understand how it works. As you can see, it says the first one, the selection operator. Can you see this? Selection operator.
Yes, sir.
Selection operator is represented by a symbol Latin symbol, this is called sigma. S-I-G-M-A, sigma. How it is drawn? It's a circle and uh, a little line. Like you draw a circle and then you put a line up there. So this is called sigma. When we will learn relational algebra, first we will try to understand what does it mean? What does this sigma mean? After that, we will learn using sigma, how can I extract data from a database? So first one, remember, selection. To select, we use a symbol sigma. So what you should do, you should keep a notebook, a khata, so that you can write there selection, and then you draw this picture symbol, and write next to the symbol you should write sigma. Can you do that now? Just write select, then you draw this symbol in your notebook and write sigma. After that, you write project. When you write project, project is represented by a symbol which we know already, pi. All of you know pi, right? In mathematics, we know pi. So we draw a symbol like this. This symbol is used for the operation project. After that, for union, symbol is U. Many of you know already. For intersection, the reverse U. The reverse U, the U upside down. And the Cartesian product symbol is just X or multiplication sign. Normally, when we use mathematics in computer, then we use the symbol X as a multiplication sign. And join operation, there is a X at both sides closed, this symbol. So what we have discussed so far, there are some fundamental operations in relational algebra. We need to use some symbols. First one, select, then project. Select is represented by sigma, project is represented by pi. And union operator, this is represented by U. If I reverse the U, the upside down, then it is called intersection. And then Cartesian product is multiplication. And join operator is a join symbol. So can you follow what I'm trying to say? Do you understand the fundamental operations in relational algebra? Can you remember? Sigma represented selection, pi represented project. Union is U, intersection is upside down U, I mean reverse U. And then Cartesian product is X and join operator is X, both sides closed. Up to this, any question? Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so for relational algebra, it is widely used in procedural query language. Remember, relational algebra itself is not the command. To understand the SQL command, it helps us what is happening inside. And for relational algebra, we are using sigma, then pi, union, intersection, Cartesian product, and join. To understand the first one, sigma, the diagram is look like this, sigma, a circle with a line on the top. This is called sigma. And in SQL command, there is a command called select. This sigma represented the command select. The pi symbol represents the project. Project means if I have a table, from the table, if I need a particular column, then we use this symbol. Say, for example, you have a table called student. You have ID, you have name, you have age. Now, you need only the list of names. Then you can use this symbol. Very soon, I'm going to show you some example. Look at this, selection and projection. So first, you try to remember two symbols only. One is pi, pi means project. Another one is sigma. which is select. So pi means project, sigma means select.